championship game. Matt Collins was back at practice today. He was limited. Harold Landry, Marte Mapu did not practice, while the Broncos had every player at practice. Other NFL news, the Ravens will hire Jesse Minter as their new head coach. He was the defensive coordinator for the LA Chargers. And the Celtics will be without Derek White tomorrow night when they take on the Nets. Headlines, they are brought to you by, I'll tell you in a second here. Awaken 180 weight loss. No risk, all reward. Path to real weight loss. If you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% off your money back. Awaken180weightloss.com. I'm Joe Murray.
As Aka got knocked down, here's McAvoy bringing back out toward the blue line. 10 seconds to go. McAvoy down the right circle, trying to get it in front. Hubble, they score! Pavel Zacha with the game winner, and the Bruins win it in overtime, 3-2.
Every Bruins game on 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Sports Hub app.
Hurdle going to try to win this one back for a quick shot. They line up.
Just don't lose it clean. That's it. Tie up, neutral.
Number one, a little jumpy as you might expect. Lindholm able to tie it up, wins it, that'll do it. And a cheer and a sigh of relief from the fans here at TD Garden. Vegas came back to make a game of it with 3 third-period goals, but the Bruins hang on in the end and get the win 4-3, their 9th win in the last 11 games.
On the Sports Hub, I'm Joe Murray, taking you until 11 o'clock. Skaz is here, and we are trying to get you motivated for the rest of the night. You're on your way home, Bruins win, you want to talk about it, how you feeling? 617-779-0985. You call, Skaz answers, put you right through, no holding tonight. You want to call, talk about the Bees, this was a good one tonight. They needed someone to help in net. Jeremy Swayman struggled the other night, but Korpisalo has been consistent and hot. And, well, they went up 4-0 today. And they were getting contributions from everybody. Lindholm, McAvoy, David Pastrnak, you name it. But it was Korpisalo that was the difference. I know that there was a couple of goals there at the end, but Bruins hang on, win 4-3 tonight. They needed it. And guess what? Sometimes there's look-ahead spots. Tonight could have been a look-ahead spot for the Bees. They were underdogs, by the way. And they won outright. Now, it did go over the total, which I'm unhappy about. I did not like that. I actually had a little slap of the old table when it happens, guys.
I got to see Joe Murray lose a bet in real time, and it was not pretty. I can report to the people.
I'd like to let you know that game should never have gone over.
Should not have gone over.
I feel like I was on the right side, but the wrong result.
It's been a tough day for the table from what I've seen on social media today.
You know, this table's had a tough day.
Tough day. I didn't think about that till right now, but a little spillage.
Yeah, so, and again, you're coming home from the game. We'll talk Bees. 617-779-0985. I'm busy during the day, man. I talked to Chris Hogan earlier today. Who else did I talk to? I don't know. James White. Talked to a lot of former Patriots previewing this week's game. You can go check that stuff out on NESN if you really want to. But I see things happen now when I'm not here. Or I don't know about them until later. Now, I know there is a rule, no food and drink in the studio, correct? But yet, there was spillage. I don't know whose spillage it was. I'm not going to blame anybody on the spillage. I don't care whose spillage it was. But the table has had a tough day because I gave it the old slap-a-rooney.
Give it a pounding, Joe.
You know, it was you even said it. You know what the toughest lead in all of sports is?
4-0.
Well, 3-0 really, but 4-0 you're doomed.
Doomed.
2-0 you're doomed. But yeah, 3-0. That's always the worst lead in sports. And then this one was 4. And of course, it all went down. But good things did happen. Again, I think Korpisalo's been good. Charlie McAvoy's been outstanding, especially the goal he had on the power play, assisted by Geekie and Pasternak. That's what they need.
He had a big block late, too. Looked like he caught it right on the inside of his knee, but a little shaken up, but worth it. 2 points.
Elias Lindholm, another goal on the power play. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam! And then all within 54 seconds, Tanner Jeannot said, I want to play. And scored his 5th goal. May I give Casey Hudson of Nesson, who's our friend of the show? She said that to me today. She goes, Tanner Jeannot's had success against Vegas. And I went, huh. I even think she said that they're going to get a goal from the point today. And they did from Charlie McAvoy. So shout out. I also said I'd go under in the game, and it went 6.5 to 7. And I guess that's just where it was going to go tonight, everybody. But Pasternak, his 21st goal, he's just climbing the ranks now, historically for the Bees. Forget who they said he was going to match soon.
Middleton. 6th all-time in points. He's going to pass Marchand for goals, too. He's got 10 to catch Marchand.
I've met Rick Middleton. Great
guy.
Like,
I street team events with him. Super nice guy.
Legend, right? I have pucks signed by him. David Pasternak's going to pass that guy. Do you remember when people were kind of snarling at me? Were you one of them? I can't remember if I said David Pasternak could be the...
800 goals, right?
800 is what I said.
That's a lot.
He could do it.
He could do it.
He's got 21 right now. How many more games to go? 49, 50. Wait, how many games this year?
What do they play? 40. Yeah.
So 51. Wait.
Not a math show.
61, 71. Anyway, for 31 more games, he has 21 goals. So that's a goal a game. 30 goals plus 21 would be 51 goals. That's good, right?
Good.
So he's on pace for over 40, right? And if he does that for 10 more years, that's 400. And he already has 400. So that would be 800. He's doing it all. David Pasternak could be a top 5 goal scorer all time. Could be top 3. What else happened on the table today? I slapped it. Someone who spilled. What happened there? I don't know anything.
I only saw the pictures. I'm not sure exactly what transpired.
Do you know anything that goes on here anymore during the day?
We get the remnants of 2 to 6. Sometimes I'll get a good Milliken story from Majori every once in a while. Hear about Cranky Tom, but no,
Cranky Tom. Huh?
We don't. Well, it's just Tom being Tom. Maybe he added the cranky part, but
did you see him on the sideline with Vrabel?
He's whispering in his ear from what I saw.
He was closer to Vrabel than I was to Drake May.
Are you guys competing?
No, but they busted my balls on the air about it. And then look at that guy right next. Literally, remember who was blowing in LeBron?
He was sniffing him. Yeah, Lance Stevenson there.
But yet I'm on the sideline near Drake May.
You're talking to the doctor, Joe.
That's right. I was getting a hand update on Herbert.
Maybe we can get you a calf doctor,
Oh, cool.
See if we can find him on the sidelines.
I told you, it was so funny. Someone said to me that they heard you and I talking about, hey, Joe, what's up with your heel? Oh, man. He goes, I heard you guys talking about it last night. I go, yeah, did you hear what I said, either Dr. James Andrews or Alex Guerrero? And he goes, yeah, that's when the doctor comes through, because you said that. So somebody actually heard us doing some diagnoses. Who would have thought that your calf hurts? But this is now a personal injury, Joe.
They sound like the callers calling in after someone gets injured.
But who would have thought, when you have plantar heel, they call it now. At least we used to call it plantar fascia. It actually could be that you haven't stretched your calf.
You got to stretch it out, Joe.
And dude, I'm walking now.
I saw you stretching earlier.
That was funny. I was holding the wall. You know the old stretch. Heel down to the old, burn that calf, baby.
Calisthenics with Joe. That
was me earlier. And dude, I've been walking everywhere now. Little heel pain. But why did they tell me? Why did they find that on TikTok weekdays ago? Now it's in my algorithm. Anyways, Bruins didn't play on their heels at all tonight. See that one? 617-779-0985. Jesse and Quincy. What's up, Jesse?
What's up, fellas? How we doing tonight?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Went to the Bruins game tonight. They had a pretty good game. Goals from the two bums that getting paid too much money, Lindholm and Jeannot there. But they're pretty good players. I can't say I hate on them too much, but I don't know about this team. I think they need to shake things up. I don't know if they're going to win anything big anytime soon with this
Real quick, Jesse,
current combination.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
I understand it's easy to look at guys who make a lot of money that are on the fourth line or third line. But do you really think this team is filled with any bums?
I don't know. They just re-signed Steves to a decent contract, which, I mean, the $1 million a year isn't crazy money, and he's probably worth it, but I definitely think that he's a bum. They just traded VL, which I couldn't believe they got more than a bag of pucks for Jeffrey VL.
Yeah, they got nothing for Beecher. Makes no sense.
Well, yeah, Johnny Beecher was a bust.
Jesse, listen, I'm from Hyde Park. I'm from here. I can sense your sarcasm and when you're passive aggressive. I just don't think that they're bums.
No, I agree with you. I think they could do something. They make playoffs.
I don't even care about what they do. Personally, I either want them to sell, or not give up first or second round picks and acquire more talent.
No, I hear you.
I don't think they have many bums on the team.
They're in a tough middle grounding spot. I feel like it's hard to because they traded VL and got a pick for him, and I was really happy about that. But I don't know if I could be happy about them trading players for picks as a state of the Bruins in general. You know what I mean?
What if they could move on from Korpisalo without giving up a pick?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know if I fully believe in Swayman, so that's kind of the whole problem.
Forget about that. Would you see? That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter who you believe in. Would you make the moves?
Oh, all right, Joe, you got me. Yes.
See, I got you. I knew you were being a jerk. I know when someone's being a jerk, and I got him.
You sure about that?
This team doesn't have any bums.
No, and look, I think when Tanner Jeannot signed, there were some eye rolls, some $4.5-5 million for this guy. But
money for him.
If you look at Tanner Jeannot, and he's not here to produce points, so take it for what it is. But his career high in points is 41. He did that in Nashville his second year in the league. He played 81 games. Since then, his career high in points has been anywhere 14. He played 56 games, 55 games, 67 games, and scored 13 points, 14 points, 14 points. He's played 46 games this year and has 18 points. He's a +1. He's got 41 penalty minutes. That's pretty much who they signed him to be. He's there to kind of, I don't want to say protect the younger guys as they come up, but he's a character guy that has a role in the lineup. He's going to hit guys. You feel his impact in the game, and not every night, but when he's on, and he's a good third, fourth liner in the league.
Do you know what I've heard from guys who know way more about hockey than I do? Is that they want Tanner Jeannot here when Hagens is here or Zellers is here because they can put them on a line next to him and be an NHL guy, but also protect them, right? So maybe we're not seeing that out of him, but I think Jeannot being on the fourth line, dude, with Corrali or Kastelik or whatever, it's an advantage because he's better than the other fourth liners. Now I mentioned that the old Bees, when they brought somebody up to play, they just stick him on the fourth line. They wouldn't put him with now they put Steves with Pasternak, right? And it worked for a little bit. They move Hustadinov up to the top line. Boom, look what's happening. But other teams, when Jeannot's out there, he's better than the guy on the other fourth line, and he can compete with the other lines when he's out there. I get the money part of it. I get it. I just don't think he's a bum. He scored a goal tonight. He's been okay. Come on. For $5 million, you expect more. But I knew who he was. When they signed Tanner Jeannot, I went, what are they doing here? But
if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Yeah.
But they are who we thought they were.
He's exactly who we thought he was. And I think he's going to help out in the future, personally.
I agree.
There's other guys they've had like that. Who was the guy who played for the Blues? They signed him to a big deal. He just never worked out.
Oh, Backus?
Yeah, it just never worked. And the thing is, they Backus, everyone loved Backus. They wanted it to work out. They were like, dude, we'll put you on the third line, and nope. It just didn't. They had to dump him with a first-round pick. And I thought that's what the Bruins might have to do with Korpisalo. Dude, Korpisalo's last 3 or 4 starts have been solid. He's got a shutout in there? Or 2, I can't remember now. Reed is in the car. Reed.
Joe, what's up, brother?
What's up, buddy?
Nothing. Heading to work, so I figured I'd call. And after hearing Jesse's phone call, I almost hung up. I don't think they have any bums. I agree with you. I mean, their least talented guy is probably Corrali, but their fourth line is meant to be bangers and blue guys, really. I think Janot's doing a great job, and as far as the money, it's not my money, it's not your money, so who really cares? I just want the best guys in the locker room. But as far as the trade deadline, you're seeing all these crazy moves come up. Is there, like, one guy that you're hearing that you'd really like them to get, or not really? Do you want to just kind of let it run its course and see what happens?
I'll say this. I would like to see them move on from Middlestat or Arvidsson, or both. That's what and see what you can get in return. I forget who I was talking to, who mentioned there is somebody from the Blues they were targeting, and I can't remember who it was. Right shot defenseman. Who is the guy on the Blues? Because they were in on Anderson. I can't remember who it was. But there was a right-handed defenseman on the Blues. I can't remember who it was that I was told the Bruins at least have some interest in. And I don't know. Do they need another defenseman? You think they need another defenseman?
Probably, but it's what is the price? Because I'm with you, Joe. I don't think they should give up. They're still. Sweeney did such a good job last year, and yes, I'm saying that Don Sweeney. I think he did an exceptional job last year, getting rid of some of the contracts, bringing in new guys, and they're still kind of going through that. And I think if they want the hard reset and to be able to sign some guys to some term and some money in the future, they're not quite where they need to be yet. So I'm with you in not mortgaging too many first round picks or multiple firsts or something like that, but. I was talking to Kevin about this a little bit, and I think Ty too. Like someone like Zach Whitecloud, who got flipped to Calgary in that Anderson trade for the Knights. Maybe they move him, but I guess Ty was saying he's from like the Calgary area, so he might not want to move, or he might want to stay there. Someone like that kind of interests me, like a 28, 29-year-old defenseman. Maybe he gets in the Bruins system, and you can find something there. But I don't think they're in desperation mode or needing to add to be a cup contender or anything like that. I think they're still a year away from something like that.
Robert Thomas was the guy from the St. Louis Blues, center.
Yeah, killed him in the cup.
That would be a haul. I mean, he'd be. Do you think Zacha would have to go in that? See, I kind of like what Zacha is. You'd have to give up a lot. That guy would be a top. You'd move Lindholm to probably the second line in that case, right? If you got Robert Thomas. But that's the dream name I've heard. And Yahoo, here we go. I see this from Yahoo Sports. When was this dated? January 20. What is today? January 22nd. Wow. The Boston Bruins currently one of the teams interested in Blues center Robert Thomas. While the Blues are struggling big time this season, Thomas is one of several St. Louis players who've been discussed as trade candidates. Thomas would give the Bruins a new first-line center. Jeez. In 42 games this year, 11 goals, 33 points. He had 81 points in 70 games a year ago. It would be a haul. Multiple years left on his contract in his prime. Significant trade package. But the Bruins have guys they can move. Zacha, Lowry. I mean, you'd have to give up a pick, I'm sure. You have some guys that could play, but I don't have a dream scenario guy. This is now Yahoo reporting that, and I heard it earlier today. But I would sell. Brendan's in Hanover. Hey, Brendan.
Hey, guys. How are you? Just driving home from the game tonight. I got kind of a little scary at the end there, but, they held on for the win. But I just wanted to talk on the topic you guys are talking about right now, the deadline. For me, I think the Bruins should move on to Middlestat. I really like Arvidsson's role right now. It is hard to break up that line of Zaka, Middlestat, and Arby, but I think Middlestat, I think he would be a prime, player to move off of. Also, the past couple of days, the Mason Lowry talk, I just want to know what you guys think about that.
I think it's motivated him. I think he's motivated by the trade discussions. I didn't really see him out there tonight. Actually, I don't remember him being good or bad. Maybe I'll have to look at the box score on that one. If he didn't stand out, I guess he was fine, right? 2 block shots, 1 giveaway. He only played 13 minutes tonight. What's all that about? Well, he's been around. 15, 17. Let's talk to Justin and Lynn. Justin.
Hey, Joe, it's Justin. I just wanted to tell you they're in a playoff spot right now, but I think this is the most impressive win of the year, despite the fact that they gave up 3 goals in the third period. I just want you and Kansas thoughts on that.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you, buddy. I just think that they responded after a loss. And they've been streaky all year, and generally when they win a bunch of games in a row, they lose a bunch of games in a row. And I think getting your backup goalie to get you back on track with a win over Vegas that's been good, solid. And plus, it was a look-ahead spot with Montreal on Saturday. I think it was a good win. And, McAvoy got on got a goal. Pastrnak got a goal. Tanner Jeannot got a goal. Elias Lindholm, who actually sneaky's been pretty good lately. See, I think Zach has been good because he can play right center, wing, whatever, face-offs. Lindholm's just been solid with Pastrnak and whoever they put next to him. I think McAvoy's been the most improved, though. You're seeing a different McAvoy. I almost wonder if the system fits him. In the power play, he's not giving the puck up anymore. That was driving me crazy about him. All right, we got to go to a break. I'm Joe Murray. We're talking bees here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray.
I sat here and did other work, but it was kind of a long night. Not gonna lie to you, but a Bruins win 4-3 tonight. I don't know how I feel about this Winter Classic Stadium Series thing. I'm looking at it right now on, looks like ESPN's advertising it. So it's Sunday, February 1st, and it's going to be Bruins and Tampa Bay. They have new jerseys for it because I know I read the ads all night long about the Stadium Series jersey has arrived.
Yeah, I think the sales department will be there, Joe.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Well, there's new Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium jerseys when the Bruins take center stage. Football-inspired logo treatments. What's that mean?
No idea.
Does Kevin have a jersey yet?
Maybe it's in the mail.
Oh, I've heard.
I saw a Celebrini jersey, and I've seen a Geeky jersey from Kevin recently. I think those are the newest additions.
Oh, how did Geeky do tonight? Morgan Geeky, 2 assists.
He's still
all right.
Still fighting it though. He hasn't scored in how many games?
Yeah, but 2
now?
assists is
no. We'll
goal,
take it. Good.
A scrub goal and 2 assists in back-to-back games. He needs it.
We'll take it. Points are points.
He absolutely needs it. I will call it a scrub goal if you may, but when you're struggling, you need all the goals you can get. Bruins win 4-3. Your thoughts, guys? Chris, he's in Boston. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Joe. First, I want to say I love the show. Coming back from the Bruins game, I'm not a fan of stadium games being played in Florida. That's for sure. I had the opportunity to go. Chose not to. I just don't believe games being played down there. They should be played in the north where the ice can be certainly better. But where I stand, I don't want the Bruins to make any moves at this point. The team is what it is. You know, that they're exciting at times. They're not exciting at times, but I just don't see anything that they can add at this point to be able to give up that's going to make them a Stanley Cup contender. And for me, it's more about the future. I think they need to, stay pat, play out the season where it is, and see what plays out for the future. I just don't want them to give up anything for the future.
Agreed. I think they could sell off. I don't know if they want to do this Peak. I think you can get something better than a 4th for Peak. Middlestead, I don't. See ya. I know Arvidsson at least. Oh, man. Arvidsson reminds me of like all of those right-handed Bs the Bruins had over the years. This Stepniak popped in my head when we were talking about this, but there's been others that they just right-handed, big, probably a third liner that can shoot. But Arvidsson, I think, can at least help you. Middlestat is definitely worse than Coyle. I think they got out of a couple of good deals when that trade. I'm going to give Don Sweeney credit for the trade deadline and what he's done this year. Again, the Beecher one, I don't understand how you can give up a first-round pick for nothing but give up VL for a 4th. That doesn't make sense to me, but I'm just starting to figure out that maybe Beecher was just not a fit here anymore, and they let him walk and got claimed by Calgary. Leo is in Billerica. Leo!
Hey, Joe, how are you?
How you doing?
Hey, so I just got home from the Bees. I'm a long-time season ticket holder. It was a good game. You knew they were going to let them back in the third period, but I just wanted to ask your opinion of something. In the third period, they got a 4-2 lead, and the crowd starts doing the wave, which made me sick. I hate the wave. I hate it at baseball, but at baseball, at least you can understand it. You don't do the wave at a hockey game.
No.
Your opinion, please.
But real quick, have you ever been to Augusta's in Billerica?
Oh, yeah. I live about a quarter of a mile from it. I live right on the same road.
They're a partner of our station, but, dude.
Yeah, they're great. They're good chicken.
Oh, dude, the sauces, too, bro.
Oh, yeah. Big-time subs. Good stuff.
Out on the wave, Leo.
Yeah, the wave stinks, and there was a lot of those those yellow jerseys. They were already selling them. Quite a few people have had them on tonight, so you'll be seeing them around. But I'm glad you agree with me on the wave, Joe. That's all I want to talk about.
Out on the wave at a game. Out! What about a base? See, it's allowed at a baseball game.
No, it shouldn't be.
I don't know, Skaz.
So
I felt like Jim there.
I don't know, Jim. I don't know. So for my dad he never had season tickets, but he had partial season tickets for 25 plus years. Red Sox.
Okay.
Like a 10-game pack or whatever it was. Used to have 2 seats by. This is what he always says.
Those were great Christmas gifts. You could buy like a nice little 3-pack, and you could pick it by series and team that you wanted.
So
I love those.
You would get a 10-pack every year for 20 plus years, 25 plus years. We were in section 42. Section 42, row 37, seats 1 to 4.
Wow.
After he had the kids, the Ted Williams row. Yep. So right field bleachers. Section 42 does not do the wave. There are season ticket holders in that section that wear shirts that say Section 42 does not do the wave. So from a very young age, it was instilled in me not to do the wave. And I think that is, my dad's done some solid parenting. I think that's, right at the top. The wave, out on the wave.
Out on the wave.
There's never a good time for the wave.
Let me just tell you this. I don't want to get out of my seat when the wave comes around. Do you know how everyone goes, woo? You're right. What's it do?
There's nothing worse than a bad timed wave, too. Like when it's the 8th inning or something important is starting to go on.
Beach ball or wave?
Beach ball.
Beach ball all day.
100%.
How do they get them in there, man? And it's funny, though. I've been to a lot of games.
We can have callers call in and tell us, Joe, as we've done in the past.
No.
They smuggle things into.
I know.
Find the drops for you.
Still wondering how that thing in Buffalo got on the field.
A couple things in Buffalo.
Like what security? Did you do a pat down or what?
I'm not patting that thing down, Joe.
Zoe, it was funny the other day. I was literally in the booth, and Zoe mentioned it. Of course, right? Because he's like, yeah. Hey, those people in Buffalo bringing those things. And I think Sosi was new, but just kind of stepped over it. And I was laughing. I laughed because I am immature. And I have sophomoric thoughts. And I think we've discovered tonight, although I never had a problem with the wave. But now, since Skaz's father has passed it down to him, he is now passing it down to me. So therefore, I now have to pass it down to everybody. Out on the wave. Wave. Out. Officially, the table again is getting up. Out. I want to ask Jared about that. Or Milliken.
Have you seen Bruins fan Jared on your timeline lately?
Bruins fan, Jared?
Yes, Jared Carabas has been a big Bruins fan lately.
Oh,
I'm not sure exactly.
I know he's Ness Jared too.
Well, very true there. I'm sure. I would imagine it's some sort of Section 10 bit, but who knows? Jared Carabas has hopped on the bandwagon.
Okay,
that's what we like. Milliken is next, hopefully. I saw his new studio he tweeted out today.
What?
Well, he's at the home studio. He's got some
studio?
upgrades. He's got his toys and his dolls set up. Which is a man with collectibles, I can respect that.
Every time I sit with Milliken, I have a like moment about like his life, and I look at him and I go, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I don't know, Joe. I don't know." And I just go do it. Go do it. What's go the distance? Like Field of Dreams? Go the distance. I wonder if he's seen that. Do you think Street Team Joe's seen it?
You think he's seen Goodfellas yet?
You know what? I actually thought about making a top 5 movies that Joe needs to see. Maybe I'm going to write that down right now.
He's in tomorrow night, I believe.
Top 5 movies Joe needs to see right away. Do you think he's seen The Fugitive?
No shot.
Such a good movie.
I might watch it again tonight.
Dude, it really was a great movie.
Still is.
It holds up.
Richard Kimball.
Even when he jumps off in the waterfall and he makes it. Spoiler alert. I mean, the movie came out in 1994. Am I spoiling anything?
I think you're good, Joe.
That when the movie awards that they had that year, because remember MTV used to do movie awards? Dude, that scene was like the best scene of the year. Like it got like every single, and like Pulp Fiction, I think, came out that year. Like there were a lot of bangers that year. I think Shawshank was the year before, though. I watched that the other night. It's Sewataneo. I don't know if we've been saying it right.
Yeah, I think so.
We have been?
Well, I think I have been. I don't know what you've been saying.
I don't
Joe.
know either. But when he got put in the hole and he just was broken. He was like, I can't do it anymore, man. And then they gave him the rope and everyone was sad and Red couldn't sleep all night. It was the longest night of my life. Dufresne, you better be dead or I'm going to thump your scalp for you. Great music in that scene. All right, we got to hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Bruins win 4-3 tonight. David Pastrnak, his 21st goal of the year. They got power play goals from Charlie McAvoy and Elias Lindholm and Eunice Korpisalo. 29 saves in the win. Bees, well, off a loss. Win even on a look-ahead spot because they have Montreal on Saturday night. Patriots and Broncos will play in the AFC Championship game on Sunday. Mac Hollins back at practice. He was limited. The Broncos
back for the Denver Broncos, that's going to be playing in the game and throwing a pass for the first time since 2023. People have looked at me and said, Stephen A., I mean, come on, man, anything can happen, anything can happen. I don't want to hear that. I'm going to say it to New England, to the New England Patriots, so everybody can hear. You can't lose this game. You can't lose to a backup quarterback that hasn't thrown a pass since 2023. I don't give a damn how good he is. I don't care that he's one of the most quality backups around. I don't care the fact that he's one of the highest paid backups around. I don't care about the fact that he's had 4 starts in his career, that he's been in the National Football League since 2019, and that, you know what, practice, we talk about practice, the way he's throw the football. He has not thrown a football in a game since 2023. You cannot lose. You're the New England Patriots. New Englanders everywhere. Bostonians everywhere. Tell me I'm lying. You can't show your face if you lose to a backup quarterback that hasn't thrown a pass since 2023.
Well, I couldn't have said it any better, Stephen A. He's right, Skess. He's right. He's always right. Stephen A., our one of our is he a night show forefather? What is he? He's a
frequent contributor.
Because I didn't want to do Mount Rushmore. I don't like that. But no, he's like a night show staple.
A regular.
Yeah. He's got a seat
for
at the bar.
For better or worse. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad.
He's got a seat at the bar. He's always welcome. I agree. I just agree. I don't really have anything else to say on it. I just agree. Skaz, I have the 1993 movie list. Stay tight, because Jeff is in the car and he's got something for us. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going, Joe? So I was going to talk about the Bruins, but I want to switch to the Patriots now and talk about Jarrett Stidham. So I was looking at the stats. His career pass attempts, 197 career pass attempts. That's what, in 5-6 years? I just want to know what you think about Jarrett Stidham, and especially starting in the AFC Championship game. Do you think he has the mental, fortitude to be able to, start in the AFC Championship game?
If Drake May turns the ball over, they're going to lose. It has nothing to do with Jarrett Stidham.
Well, I also want to talk about food, so I want to switch to that topic, too, if you're willing to do that.
Sure, what do you got?
So I'm on my way to Domino's.
Okay.
I want you to know I've been getting the same pizza after the Bruins, Celtics, Red Sox game for the past 15 years.
Wow. What is it?
It's onions, pineapple, and feta cheese. I want to know your...
Out. What I get at Domino's, guys, though, is they got a thin crust roni, dude. Extra sauce, extra cheese. And sometimes I get their chicken, bites.
Feta cheese on pizza?
Out. I don't want any of that. I like pineapple, but I don't.
Pineapple's, fine. I don't have a strong opinion.
But he's been getting that for 15 years? What do your farts
What's your
smell
breath like? Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. Onions and feta.
Skaz at least went breath. I went farts.
If that doesn't sum up the night show right there, I mean, two sides of the same coin.
All right. Well, this hour of the Sports is brought to you by Valvoline. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive-through oil change. All right. We're going to go home with this. Do you know what the number one movie was in 1993, Skaz? 93. Put your head. Come on. Think big.
It's the year I was born.
Office. Summer box office.
Summer
big time.
box office.
Big time.
Is it still a franchise today?
Yes.
Jurassic Park.
Boom! Number one movie, 1993. Jurassic Park. Number 2, The Fugitive.
Wow.
You can't beat Jurassic Park.
No, Spielberg.
Number 3 was The Firm. That was Tom Cruise, big time. Sleepless in Seattle had was that Iris?
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that had Iris was the big song. Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear Mrs. Doubtfire.
Pierce Brosnan.
Number 5, Indecent Proposal. That was risque. In the Line of Fire, that was Clint Eastwood. Aladdin. Cliffhanger, so Sly Stallone. A Few Good Men, You Can't Handle the Truth. This is a murderer's row of movies. Free Willy. Groundhog Day. Dave, Rising Sun, Scent of a Woman. Cool Runnings. I saw it in the theater. Last Action Hero. What a list. Adam's 50.